Hello, my friends. I am so happy to report that by the time you get this, my book, The Girlfriend's Guide to Lupus, will be up on Amazon. And it is such a stress reliever because you know what? Writing has been a challenge I did not know about. But nonetheless, this book is here for you. And why it's called The Girlfriend Guide is because SLE, the most common type of lupus that I have, and you may have, accounts for 90% of all cases being women. So sure, man can read this baby, but just know it's created for women. All right, why I wrote this book was because when I was diagnosed with lupus, it was such a challenging time, right? I came home and I Googled, what is lupus? Then I still didn't really know what it was. I bought that really thick 874-page clinical book on lupus. And I still didn't really know what I was up against, what I was gonna face. I didn't know anyone who had this disease, not friends or family, and they tried really hard to be supportive, but they didn't know as well. And so being in this lonely space, I created what I needed at that time, and that's why this book is here. There are two things I want you to know that you're gonna get from The Girlfriend's Guide to Lupus. The first one being that you are not your lupus. You are so much more. You will not be defined on how lupus represents you, but you'll be defined in the end on the life that you live. So that means your identity as being a lupus warrior or being, like me, a mom of daughters, a wife, a author, an entrepreneur. These are just things, right? These are just roles that I play. But really, at the core is me. And all these other roles, lupus warrior being one of them, they come behind. And I want you to know in this book that the goal is to put your health front and center so that you can be the first one there, and then lupus can follow behind you. The second thing I want you to know is that, lupus has definitely unfairly robbed you of part of your health. No longer can I or you most likely check the box at the very end that says, I am much healthier than everyone else. No. But the good news is you are not robbed of all parts of your health. Your health still remains in your control. But here's the thing, we often think it's these big grand things that we do in life, like I'm gonna run the New York City Marathon, I'm gonna become vegan, I'm going to meditate for a month on end. We think these are the big things that change our health, but really they're just short, temporary changes. Small things that you do on a daily basis are really what sums up all of your healthy habits. And I cover that in the book because I think it's really important to know. And I try not to tell you to buy some shirt or some program or eat this exact way because there's a lot of unknowns still when it comes to lupus. Like when it comes to food, there's no set way that science has proven that is best, right? I mean, the things that we know are the same things that apply to someone who has heart disease or cancer or who just wants to stay healthy. Like, hey, eat a lot more fruits and vegetables. Get some nuts in there, get some legumes in there. Don't eat a lot of highly processed food. Watch how much sugar you eat. And when it comes to exercise, the same type of thing. There is no set way that you have to exercise for lupus, but simply moving your body is a key thing. So to give you an idea of some of these chapters here, let me read to you a few of them. All right, lupus, she's a maniacal meanie. Finding a kick-ass rheumatologist. Squad goals, building your ultimate support posse. Get on those orgasms and find your sexy time back. Stop stressing so much, friend. Transforming lupus one bite at a time. And lastly, let's get physical. In the end, what I want you to know is this. I'm gonna read you the 4-step process. And I wrote, it's so weird to say. You now have a game plan to take control of a shitty lupus diagnosis that includes step 1, admit that lupus has crashed your party and give it a nod. Step 2, switch gears and see that lupus as your quirky sidekick instead of a dreaded foe. It's all about perspective. Step 3, develop as much awareness as you can about lupus and how it affects you. Knowledge is power, my friend. And the last step is take charge of what you can control. Kick-ass self-care, managing stress, and making healthy choices and more. Because I said before, you are not defined by your lupus. You're defined by the life you live. So please grab this book. Let me know if you have questions and comments about it. I want to hear what you like about it. And thank you so much, my friends. I appreciate your support.